When was the actual time? When did we watch that? 15th. Yeah, so about just over about close to 3 weeks ago, I'd say. Have you gone out?
Yeah, I'm actually quite excited to see the new one. Yeah.
Okay. Let's harness this energy, because I assure you, you're gonna be furious by the end. No, I'm joking. Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jake, this is Charlie, here for another reaction, and today we're reacting to Doctor Who Season 5 Episode 1. Charlie, what's the face about? What's the face about? You haven't done that in yonks.
I know. Don't know.
You were
really
almost
excited.
professional.
I'm just really happy. I'm
Really
excited
happy
to be here.
So going by what I left in at the start, Charlie's excited to move on to a new era of Doctor Who, despite me practically having to drag him out of bed to do this recording. Like, literally, I wouldn't say beg, but threaten.
No, you begged.
No, I said I threatened. You're here, ain't you?
Well, too, actually, I didn't really have a choice.
Didn't really know. Yeah, so that's a threat. Anyway, but despite having to convince him to finally stay here, he's here, he's excited now. Shirley, dare I say, what happened in the last episode?
No.
So, brief reminder what happened in the last episode. Tennant regenerated, the Doctor regenerated from David Tennant into Matt Smith. We obviously saw the end of time. The Master went off with the with Rassilon and the Time Lords back into hell. And the Doctor was like, I'm alive! And then there is good old Wilf there, the murderer man, finally. But then the Doctor went through the motions and was like, I'm off to get my reward. Said goodbye to all his peeps, and then regenerated in the most awesome fashion possible. And then turned into Matt Smith's Doctor, who obviously, as you said at the end of the year, like, he seems fun, seems jokey. Like, he's there, so like, oh Miguel, no, and he's like, and still not ginger. So had that. So and he spat on the TARDIS, which you loved. So what he wants from this series is a lot more spitting from the Doctor, apparently.
I would actually love that. If every time just randomly spat.
Imagine looking at the camera going, I'm the Doctor.
That would be great.
But yeah. So, what do you know? Okay, hold on. So, obviously you passed Tennant's era. We talked about that already. I think I said we were going to do some sort of ranking,
yeah.
but we didn't get around to that. So, we'll do it at some point, I guess. But overall, you were sad that when it happened. You were literally heartbroken. But then you've had this 2.5 to 3 weeks to mend your broken soul, and now you're ready to continue. Now, what do you know about this era of Who? Do you know anything?
I think you said this is your favourite. He's your favourite Doctor.
No.
Oh, okay.
So what happened was, I thought I was one of those people that was like, oh my god, my favourite Doctor is always the new Doctor. And every time they leave, I'm raging, but then the new Doctor comes on, I'm like... However, there was someone that stopped that. But not because of them as the Doctor, it was just the writing.
Oh, Capaldi's your favourite. That was it. Yeah.
So, but this is my favourite era of Who, personally.
Right.
So RTD is what happened with Eccleston and Tennant. This era is the Moffat era, which is my favourite, personally. I just think storytelling wise, I personally much prefer. I think the Doctors are better portrayed. Not better portrayed, but they're more inclined for me. So yeah. So, but what do you know anything other than my opinion on this era?
I know who the companion is.
Oh, do you? Hold on.
I think it's Nebula.
Okay. Oh, Karen Gillan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Okay. How do you know that? Or
I
how do you
remember
think you know
seeing
that?
something ages ago.
Okay, that's fair enough. Could be, might not be. Who knows? But other than that, any other things you may think you know about this series, this point onwards?
The Doctor wears a beret at some point.
It's not a beret.
What's it called?
No.
Perez.
I think I know someone called Perez. Okay. Anything else?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So you think that Nebula's going to be in this, and not Karen Gillan, but the character Nebula's going to be in this, and the Doctor's going to wear a Ferris.
Yes.
A Ferris and a beret.
Is it not a beret?
We're going to leave it there. So let's jump into this. So I hope. We hope that you. Well, we hope you enjoyed. What?
A kippa?
No. No, it's not. No, Kippa's the Jewish hat, isn't it? Yeah. So we hope that he enjoyed this episode. We hope you enjoyed this reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That would be superb. But other than that, see you on the other side. I can see your brain trying to work out different hats.
I swear it is a beret. The red thing with the little thing.
A beret is what Moss is wearing when he does Countdown.
Oh.
I came here to drink milk and kick ass. And I've just finished my milk.
Okay. Right. He does not have enough grip on that.
It's those alien grips, mate.
It's gonna go straight into Big Bed.
Almost.
Ooh.
Yeah, before we get into the new intro, what do you think of that opening?
I liked it.
Do you know what? For me, in hindsight, I'm a bit sort of like, I could have done away with it. But I remember watching it when I first got into the first time, and I was like, you're different, you're excited for it. I'm watching going,
This is shit.
this motherfucker doesn't know how to fly. but I'm just like, but I think that storytelling wise, I still won't have it. But I think it probably introduces you into the manicness of the Doctor. Anyway, let's get you to enjoy this new intro. Oh, look away! No. The man. Thoughts on the intro?
I don't know. It was cool, but there wasn't much like music to it. Like, you know, the old one, you could hear the proper tune. This one was a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you mean. People actually will agree with you on that.
Yeah. I don't know. Is every intro like this for this season now?
For this season, yeah. They do changes at points.
Yeah.
Going forward, but they sort of follow the same sort of theme, but they do subtle changes.
I like the graphics, I just didn't really like the music that much. Or the Doctor Who at the end, I thought it was a bit shit. But the TARDIS became the Who.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Bit of
Mixed.
Bit of a mixed
Yeah,
review right
just
there.
because it's new.
Yeah, maybe get used to it. We'll check in a couple episodes time.
It's Easter now, so I hope I didn't wake you. But honest,
Framed
it
to
is an
Santa.
emergency.
Yeah.
There's a crack in my wall. Or a policeman. Or...
Or...
back a moment.
Finish your sentence, young lady.
Pop what? Pop what? What is he trying to say? Pop what magnitude?
First time I've ever seen the TARDIS crash.
Yeah,
Crash
on
land.
its side.
Yeah.
Thank you, Santa.
Can I have an apple? All I can think about.
You're soaking wet.
I was in the swimming pool.
You said you're in the library.
So was the swimming pool.
Are you a policeman? Who are you?
I don't know yet. I'm still cooking. Does it scare you? The crack in your wall, does it scare you?
Yes.
Well then. Hey, new mouth. New rules.
What's wrong with you?
Wrong with me? not my fault. Why can't you give me any decent food? You're Scottish. Fry something. Bacon. That's bacon. Are you trying to poison me? Bread and butter. Now you're talking. We need fish fingers and custard.
You'll actually like this, I bet.
Have you tried fish fingers and custard before? You will at some point. It's actually a taste sensation. You don't know what to expect.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's one of those ones where it's like, because you're getting.
I don't like fish fingers though.
But do you like custard?
Yeah, I love custards.
See, I'm not the biggest fan of fish fingers. You give me a nice fish finger, not like the shite ones. I like a fish finger. It's good fish. And custard, love. We put them together. Absolute. You don't know where you stand with it. Because you get into fish, and you like the fish, but then you get into custard, you like the custard, but both of them together are an abomination. But that's what makes it kind of good.
I might actually try.
Yeah, but you're going to have to try it. Everyone has to try it.
We're in Scotland, Amelia.
No, I had to move to England. It's rubbish.
So what about your mum and
So
dad then?
patriotic.
I don't even have an aunt.
You're lucky.
I know. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. You know what the crack is?
What?
Two parts of space and time that should never have touched. Pressed together.
Her face.
And they've lost a prisoner. And do you know what that means?
What?
You need a better wall. The only way to close the breach is... You know when grown-ups tell you everything's going to be fine, and you think they're probably lying to make you feel better?
Yeah.
Everything will be fine. Hello? There's something I'm missing.
Some decent clothes.
Corner. No! Give me 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
People always say that.
Oh.
Trust me, I'm the doctor.
Right in the face. Gobbed right in the kid's face. There's Geronimo again.
I have a feeling he's not going to come back in time or something.
This music by Murray Gold, I just fucking love it.
Oh. He's not coming back, is he? Okay. Right.
Right to the dome.
Because they called for you.
Me.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Oh, she's from Peep Show.
Olivia Colman.
You sit still.
Cricket bat. I'm getting...
You were breaking and entering.
How long?
6 months.
No!
This guy knows something about Amelia Pond.
What?
It's not a very practical outfit for a policewoman.
But that's what they used to...
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, this was... Yeah, it's... I think
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm more than like thinking about it. It wasn't the most practical, but it was a thing.
Wow.
yeah. I mean,
That's a bit fucked.
yeah. I mean, I'm fairly. I think I'm fairly certain that's how they actually women were dressed and they're in the force. Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? Imagine chasing after someone down the street in that.
It's a camera too.
You need to take some time off.
Oh, just
a lot of time on.
Rory, have some... Rory? Rory?
Rory?
Rory?
Rory? Yeah, it's Rory.
Have some bollocks and just show her.
I need to speak to whoever lives in this house. Stay away from that door! Do not touch that door! Listen to me, do not open that... Why does no one ever listen to me? Do I just have a face that nobody listens to? Again.
Yeah.
It's here.
Must have rolled under the door.
That's not a screwdriver, is it?
That is a screwdriver,
It
yeah.
is.
Do not look.
Oh
Will that door hold it?
Oh, yeah, of course. It's an interdimensional multi-form from outer space. They're all terrifying. Back up.
It's pretending. It's a pretend radio.
But you're a policewoman.
I'm a kissogram.
no. What's that?
Pretty much a stripper. There's the actual dictionary definition of kissogram. So not a stripper, but in the same sort of category of that sort of party area, you know? Just thought I'd clarify.
Is that Amelia?
No.
But it can be because... Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
What? I'm sorry, but what?
Stay away! She sent for backup.
I didn't send for backup.
I know, that was a clever lie to save our lives. Okay. Backup. And that...
What's that?
Well, that won't be backup. Okay, one more time. We do have backup. That's definitely why we're safe. Well, safe apart from, you know, incineration.
So policewomen didn't wear that.
I think they did though. It's just, it's just
okay.
a more strippery version.
Yeah.
A kissogram. What's going on?
Why'd you pretend to be a policewoman?
You broke into my house. It was this or a French maid. What's going on? Tell me.
Now, it's still rebuilding, not letting us in.
Oh, we're getting a new TARDIS.
It's 10 years old at least. 12 years. I'm not 6 months late. I'm 12 years late. It's 6 months. Why did you say 6 months?
We've got to go.
This matters. Why did you say 6 months?
Well, why did you say 5 minutes?
Oh, she is Amelia. Why does she lose her accent?
Come on.
She's putting on. It's part of the character.
Part of her kissogram character.
As part of why she improvised by seeing someone and then decided to be a police officer with an English accent.
So
And
she
then she
turned
then dropped
Scottish
it.
again.
So why did you say 5 minutes?
Did she say that?
Yes.
I didn't hear that.
Listen again.
Say 5 minutes.
Here it is now.
You hit me with a cricket bat.
12 years.
A cricket bat.
12 years and 4 psychiatrists. I kept fighting them.
Why?
I said you weren't real.
Why are you playing that?
You're supposed to be Claire de Lune.
Is the human residence the Earth?
Hello. Sorry to burst in. We're doing a special on television pulse in this area. Also crimes.
You're a policewoman now?
Well, sometimes.
I thought you were a nurse.
I can be a nurse.
Or actually a nun?
I dabble.
I've seen you somewhere before.
Not me. Brand new face. And what sort of job's a kissogram?
I go to parties and I kiss people.
You were a little girl 5 minutes ago.
You're worse than my aunt.
I'm the doctor. I'm worse than everybody's aunt. And that is not how I'm introducing myself. Power up first, won't they? So, assuming a medium-sized starship, that's 20 minutes.
Yeah. Are you the doctor?
He is, isn't he? He's the doctor. The Raggedy Doctor. All those cartoons you did when you were little. The Raggedy Doctor.
Ah.
Human residents, they're not talking about your house. They're talking about the planet. Somewhere
Good
up
show.
there, there's
Good
a
spot.
spaceship. And
Jeff. He's famous now. So, I think it's Tom something. I can't remember his last name. But he was in Game of Thrones, which you haven't seen. But then he's in Umbrella Academy.
Oh, no. I only watched the first season. I didn't like it.
I like it. To be fair, first season was great. Second season was great. and let's put it this way, is that everyone thought that everyone was jokingly at the time sort of saying, well, not joking, people was like nothing could be the downfall of Game of Thrones in the last season. And then Umbrella Academy final season decided to go hold my beer and decided to bring out one of the most fucking series finales I've seen in my life.
Really?
I did a reaction for it as well, and at the time I was like, what the fuck? And it's sad because everyone's like, oh, poor Tom, he's been part of both shows and he's
been part of a terrible downfall.
Yeah, but to be fair, he wasn't in the final season for the Game of Thrones, so we'll let him off. Anyway, yeah, he's a big boy now.
I thought it was like giants or something, but no, it's just
giant
spaceship.
Is there an airport? It's 20 minutes to save the world, and I've got a post office, and it's shut. What is that? Why aren't there any ducks?
I don't know. There's never any ducks.
Then how do you know it's a duck pond?
It just is. Is it important?
I missed it. I saw it, and I missed it. What did I see? I saw. What did I see? I saw.
Huh? What?
He worked out.
20 minutes.
I am going to need my car back.
In a bit now. Go and have coffee.
Right. Yes.
Catch.
What do we do?
Stop that nurse.
Woo!
That was very sensual.
Why'd you say that?
I don't know, they were just very close, looking at each other, even the blue hue, the camera lens.
Bluish hue.
Blue hue.
My plums, beautiful bluish hue. The sun just dancing right off of them, just nice. Getting ready to take them to market.
Okay, so you think it's sensual?
Yeah.
I took that as very earnest.
What's earnest?
As in very sort of, it was just sort of, it was earnest in what I was doing. He was pleading for her to believe, and she was believing him in that moment.
Nah.
You didn't get that?
Maybe it's the outfit.
It really does.
Maybe.
It really does undercut everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's real nice, but she's super sexy right now, so it's totally different. Oh shit! I like the
Did you see her jump in the back?
No, hold on. Great job. Full skirt.
Friend.
Boyfriend.
Kind of. Boyfriend.
Amy.
Man and dog, why?
The doctor, the raggedy doctor.
Yeah, he came back.
But he was a story, he was a game.
Raggedy
Man and dog,
doctor.
why? Tell me, psychic link with a living but dormant mind.
Oh no.
No! The drain, it just sort of melted and went down the drain.
Well, of course it did.
What did you do now?
It's hiding in human form.
Bonnie, can you hear me, Bonnie?
She's a shit doctor.
Using all her medical expertise to shout at him.
Yeah.
It's just a game. We were kids. You made me dress up as him.
Please focus on the patient. Yep. Your friend, what was his name? Not him, the good-looking one.
Thanks. Oh, thanks.
Bag, laptop, big bag, big.
Great job.
Yeah.
Great job, Rory.
Real athletic.
Hello, laptop. Gimme. No. Oh, wait, it's fine. Hang on. It's here. Blimey. Get a girlfriend. Look at your screens, whoever I am, I'm a genius. Look at the sun. You need all the help you can get. Works for you sending this everywhere. Email, text, Facebook, Bebo, Twitter, radar dish.
Ah, Bebo.
Whatever you got. Any questions?
Who was your lady friend?
Patrick, behave.
This is virus too.
Oh, I'll let my best man explain. Jeff, right here, right now. This is when you fly. Today's a day
Good
you saw
man.
the world.
Oh, gets you real jacked up.
What I mean?
He doesn't really look that jacked up. He looks.
Go. Oh, and delete your internet history.
You're gonna need a car.
Don't worry, I'll accommodate a vehicle.
Dog. The size of that dog. I swear it was rabid. And he just went mad, attacking everyone. Where did he go? Oh, I'm getting it wrong again, aren't I? I'm always doing that.
Oh, now they're in the actual coma room. Didn't really have to duck.
Yeah, I could just said move.
Yeah.
Slightly adjust.
Hello.
But maybe it's a play on word with the pond.
3 minutes to go.
Maybe.
There's still time.
Time I am to die. Let there be fire.
Okay, you came to spell
Fair
by
enough.
opening a crack in space and time. Do it again.
The universe is cracked. The Pandorica will open. Silence will fall.
In one little bedroom, my team are working. Checking the world. And do you know what they're doing? They're spreading the word. And do you know what the word is?
Prisoner Zero?
The word is zero. Now, me, if I was up in the sky. Oh! And I think they just found it. And the final score is no TARDIS, no screwdriver, 2 minutes to spare. Who the man? Oh, I'm never saying that again. Takes months to form that kind of psychic link.
And I've had years.
Amy! Got a whole
Thought it couldn't be that simple.
Don't sleep! Well, that's rubbish. Who's that supposed to be? It's you. Me.
Oh, is it because she's dreaming of
Is that
him?
what I look like?
What a disappointment you've been.
Silence, Doctor. Silence will fall.
Oh, another quote to be thinking about the whole time.
Yeah, that means it's over.
Just pat them on the head like a dog.
Amy, are you okay? Are you with?
Sorry in advance.
About what?
The bill.
Oh.
I didn't say you could go. You lot. Back here now. Okay.
Did he just bring them back? Did he just save the world from aliens and then bring all the...
It's changing this.
Hell with the raggedy. Time to put on a show.
Aliens of death. And now you're taking your clothes off. Amy's taking his clothes off.
She is enjoying herself.
You're not going to turn your back.
Nope.
Enough ties.
Have you seen that meme of the guy was like, oh, spotted his next victim, and there's the guy wearing a cowboy hat, and from afar there's another guy with 10 cowboy hats looking at him smiling.
Oh yeah.
That's like he's collecting ties, looking for the ties.
You are not of this world.
No, but I've put a lot of work into it. Is this world protected? Because you're not the first lot to have come here. And what you've got to ask is, what happened to them?
That's cold.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm the doctor.
Then he spits.
Basically, run.
He actually flipping leg
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, he didn't even choose a tie. He's a dicky boy.
Bye!
Oh, is it going to be new on the inside?
I think it's a different shade of blue on the outside.
It does look
yeah.
a bit, yeah. Maybe
What
it's
have
just
you got
not
for me this
battered.
Not got Teddy kicking around like.
Yeah.
Look at you. Oh, you sexy thing.
Oh, he's just gonna leave. Aw. That's really mean. See you in another 12 years.
The whole planet planet for about the millionth time, no charge. Yeah, shoot me. I kept the clothes.
Including the bow tie.
Yeah, it's cool. Bow ties are cool.
Are you from another planet?
So what do you think?
What?
Other planets want to check some out?
What does that
Straight
mean?
to the point.
Straight to the point. Doesn't fuck around, there, boy.
Come with me. Wherever you like.
I don't think they ever get to choose, to be honest, do they? They just end up somewhere.
Well, yeah, kind of, yeah, where, yeah. I was about to say something, but I think something gets brought up later on, a best way to describe it, so I'm not going to say it then. But yeah, they have no real choice. It's just sort of like oh, we're about to have fun. Well, maybe not, because then we've come onto this planet that's actually burning, so...
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago.
Oops. So that's
14 years.
14 years since fish custard.
When I was a
Terrible
kid, he
at
said there was
time
a swimming
tracking.
pool
Yep.
And a library, and the swimming pool was in the library. I grew up.
Don't worry. I'll soon fix that. Anything you want to say? Any passing remarks? I've heard them all.
I'm in my nightie.
Don't worry. Plenty of clothes in the wardrobe. Because you're the Scottish girl in the English village, and I know.
Yeah, just start touching things.
All these years. Oh, a new one.
Green.
Yep. They really changed a lot with this change of guard.
I think they kind of needed to, didn't they?
Had to, yeah. I want to pause here because you're right in saying that, because I want two things. Is that because Tennant and RTD had such a stranglehold on people that when they were changing it, if they did a soft reboot, I think it would have been like, well, this is still a software, but if they kept like things the same and just different Doctor, but same TARDIS and etc., I think people are like, meh, 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 whereas they've got to go, right, we changed a lot here, so people know this is different, but the same, but different. So then, if the stragglers want to stick, if people want to stick around, great. New people come in, but the others can fuck off, and that's what, in the nicest way, fuck off, you know. But secondly, I will say that Murray Gold in this moment in the TARDIS, that music that he uses, it's so much of wonder and joy and confusion that in that moment when Amy's looking around and the music, so that I just really feel I can feel her sort of just completely taken away by all this. Just wanted to point that out as well.
Why me?
Just that. Promise.
I started to think that maybe you were just like a madman with a box.
Amy Pond, there's something you better understand about me because it's important. And one day, your life may depend
He is a
on
madman in a box.
I am definitely a madman. Ha ha! Yeah. Good.
What? What?
That just looks a bit like anal beads.
Fucking hell!
I can't take this TARDIS seriously now.
I can't take you seriously.
Slight obsession?
Just a little bit.
It's another girl he's taken away from her boyfriend.
he's got a what do you call it? Track record for it now, doesn't he? Make that fiance.
That's important stuff tomorrow then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not that important. No, not that important. It's not that important. Sorry. This bit saying coming soon. It's like a real good montage of like what's to come. Obviously, we're not going to watch it, but I remember when watching this the first time, I haven't watched this throughout, going like, and every time I found myself enjoying it, in the coming soon bit, I was seeing stuff. I was like, right, this looks pretty good. But I had to sort of still be like,
yeah.
But yeah. There we go! And that, guys, was our reaction to Doctor Who Season 5, Episode 1, titled The 11th Hour. Fairly certain that's what it's called. Charles, look away quickly. It was The 11th Hour, yes. So, Charlie, what do you think?
I really enjoyed it.
I knew you would. I knew you would.
I actually didn't think about Tennant once until the eye started showing the Doctors.
Yeah. So you started seeing the old Doctors.
You know, it was fun. It was playful. It wasn't too serious for the introduction. But a cool enough idea.
Yeah.
good introduction to the Doctor,
Mm-hmm.
good introduction to Amy, even though we don't know if she will end up being the companion. And I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it is for me, and I've talked about this with Perry a bunch. Is that I think that this is I think this. I'll have to. Maybe this is me. Oh, maybe there's one later on. I'm actually thinking about, but I think this is the best first episode of a Doctor Who season because it's again, like I said, change of the guard. It's so different from the last one, but also being the same.
Yeah.
It's about sort of like showing you different. It's a completely different lead writer. So the head writer Moffat is more fun and whimsical with a lot of sort of stuff. So that's why you like, and that's why you can feel it in Murray Gold when he does his music. You can feel it there. The lighting has changed. The costumes changed. The CGI has changed. Everything looks less grungy and more brighter.
Yeah.
More fun with the colors. You know, like it's a completely different, and it's a great way. If people decided to start from that point onwards and not seen before,
they'd probably love it.
They'd love it. Yeah. So, but. I mean, again, as for a story, you're right. As in, like, it's not simple enough. That's the wrong word to use. It's not simple enough because it hasn't got easy watching it. Yeah, for you to, because again, they have to get so much exposition just for people who are sort of coming into it, like sort of like just to get for you to catch up. But yeah, I it's a different way of meeting your companion. Because think about it, he sort of meets Rose at her shop where she works, meets Martha at the place where she works, meets Donna, well, because she enters his TARDIS, and that sort of thing. But this one is like, he's in her life as a child, and he thinks he's coming 5 minutes later, but it's actually 12 years. And it's. I
had a feeling when she was sat their way, and I was like, oh, he's going to come back at like too late, and because I knew that Karen Gillan is gonna be. I knew that she'd be the companion at least this episode, and when he came back then, and then she was speaking in the English accent, I was like, oh wait,
maybe
it
not.
Can't be her.
Yeah.
So that was good. That was good. That kind of tricked me from thinking it was her but older.
Yeah. So at the time in which we when this was released, Karen Gillan was. Her name wasn't what it is now. So we again went along with sort of like not knowing is that this is the actual sort of like going to be Amy or not. That like if this is going to be Amelia Pond. So again but what's good for you again, it's still X amount of years down the line. You know this person's name. You know that she's going to be the companion. You still can't really work out whether that is actually Amelia Pond or not.
Yeah.
So it still works. So many years later, 13 years later or something like that. So yeah. I mean, like in hindsight now that we talk about it, that opening with the Doctor obviously in the TARDIS and it's crashing, almost going to the Big Ben. It was fun introduction, but now having watched the episode, do you think you needed it?
Yeah.
You still think you needed it?
I really liked seeing the TARDIS actually fly about.
Like fly about London?
Yeah, like seeing it. Because maybe they did do it last season, but it wasn't as good as that.
No, yeah,
it wasn't as like
they pumped a lot more money into it as well this time around. I think the last one I remember where it was sort of doing that, I think it was the Runaway Bride. So I think it was actually quite. That was with when they're on the highway, on the motorway. Yeah.
You know, I liked it. I think it was.
Yeah.
Needed. Well, maybe not needed, but. Oh no, I like it. It was kind of more realistic than it just disappearing and appearing.
And then, of course. But his thing is that I think it's a good way to remind you where it left off. But because I know the show so much, and so I think that a nice way of opening it would have just been the credits happening, and people being like, "What?" And then literally, you then have the TARDIS crashing into the garden. I don't know. I just think that would have been like a nicer introduction to be like, "Oh yeah, this is completely different." I feel like that was like a soft sort of way to go. Remember, this is what was happening with this Doctor, and then you're into it. I don't know.
No, I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it. That's fine. That's fair enough. So intro wise, you are still a bit of a mixed bag for you. The intro, you know how they changed the credits.
Oh yeah,
still a bit of a mixed bag for you. Okay, so it's hard to sort of pinpoint, but. What is it about this one okay, even though you didn't think of Tennant during this one, what about this one do you like more than Tennant? Just so far.
I like more.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's hard to say. It's just the opening episode.
Okay, is there anything that
The
you
TARDIS.
dislike?
The TARDIS looks
okay.
cooler.
Okay. So you didn't really react to which I was going to get to eventually. Is there anything you dislike about this Doctor so far?
No. The only thing that I was thinking, I think they were maybe trying a bit too hard to make him likable. Like at the start with the trying to... Like, I liked that, but then I was thinking, I think they're trying so hard to make this Doctor likable so that people stay on and watch it.
Yeah.
But I didn't really care. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
But that's what I thought.
Okay, so that's what you thought people thought, but not how you felt. Okay. Well, again, I guess let's talk about then the difference in sort of stuff. So you've got his outfit. What do you think of the outfit?
I don't really like it. I like the dicky bow or the bow tie, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Bow ties are cool.
But the shirt and the blazer is just a bit shit.
Well, let's put it this way.
If it was a nicer shirt and blazer, then
okay.
Yeah.
So again, it's so this. Let's put it this way. When Tennant came about with his long, like sort of fucking coat and his like sort of with his suit and his Converses, that then inspired a new way of dressing. Matt Smith's Doctor, this new generation. Now, I want to put it out there, right? Before Matt Smith became the Doctor, I was rocking bow ties.
I don't think that's true.
I was
I
rocking
don't
bow
think
ties.
that's true.
I was. Fuck you. Let me go. Close your eyes. I want to see when this actually came out. Hold on. This came out on the 3rd of April 2010. Shit.
I
was about to say I have like photographic evidence of me like really pushing bow tie and stuff like that, but no, it was actually probably closer to 2011. So I was, yeah, but I'm fairly certain I did have the bow tie before that.
Sure.
No, I don't think I did. Actually, no, I think he did. I was one of those dweebs that he inspired. But he did, like, you know, the outfit itself was again, bow ties is a big thing. But the tweed sort of jacket again. Let's put it this way: is that the main sort of thing in the for him going forward is kind of like the bow tie, and it sort of like works around it. So there's sometimes alterations to do with his outfit. But the main core is the bow tie, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, so okay, now TARDIS. Firstly, the outside. Do you like that shade of blue more than the other shade?
I did actually.
Yeah, I like the bluest blue.
Yeah,
I think it's a deeper blue.
Royal blue.
I hate it. Disgusting, worst blue I've ever seen. No, but it is a lovely blue.
Very nice.
Now the interior.
Do you know what? I think I got my expectations up a bit much.
Yeah.
So when I saw it, I wasn't like.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I've seen I've seen the most latest TARDIS.
You've seen that, yeah.
So
you've seen
like,
that Disney
holy
money
shit.
pumped into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool. It looks like bigger and cleaner.
Yeah.
So no, I do like it. I like the red glow when they're opening the door.
Yeah. There's a thing that basically it's very Tennant's one is very grunge, very sort of like it feels very low, like sort of again, well, probably of its time, but like sort of like very low lit, sort of like very darker, and it seemed a little bit more falling apart almost.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, it looks more whimsical, looks more high tech, more glowing, more like it. This thing surfs time and space.
Yeah.
And that's why even when he was like doing all the knob stuff, it's like
no kicking.
No kicking at all. That's what I mean. It's
no spitting.
No spitting. Okay, let's now we had a couple of meters as we went through. We had the Rosa meter. We had the Martha meter. I think we should have the spitting meter. Like, how many times out of 10 should the Doctor have spat in this episode?
At least 2.
At least 2. Okay,
At least 2 this episode.
Yeah, because he did say I am the Doctor twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 then, because yeah, 3. You should have just spat randomly.
So, it's sort of like, and delete your internet history.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, but the interior, it's just like yeah, it's I really do. Obviously, this nostalgia holds people to certain people, but I think that Smith's Doctor has the best interior TARDIS.
Really?
Yeah, I do think so. Something about it, I don't know, and yeah, I do think so. So that's like the sort of thing. So obviously you've changed it of Matt Smith. You like this portrayal now of this Doctor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's fun, mad. There's a bit. Tennant was like that a bit.
Yeah.
But probably not as much as Smith.
Well, Smith is also very baby faced as well. Even though the Tennant was still young, he's very much like a very excited sort of child, sort of running about, sort of like that. So yeah, so I do think I think this is again the fact you came in excited to start, and you when you watched the end of the last episode, you were like, oh, I quite like this Doctor. I think going forward you will appreciate Matt Smith a lot more than a lot of people did, especially at the start. But yeah. Now I highlighted it a lot during this episode, but Murray Gold's music. Have you noticed the change in the music as well? Now that I've brought up.
What I was noticing was a bit more less sad.
Let's say, yeah,
it's the best way I could put it.
Yeah. Less Lonely God, more sort of whimsical.
Traveller.
Yeah, nice whimsical traveller. There we go. There's a notice, when like you had the choir in the old one, which obviously was like more sort of like it would like reach your soul and be like,
yeah.
This one's more, again, it is a woman singing, but it's more like
instead of hitting your like soul, it's hitting your heart.
Yeah, you say okay, yeah, exactly. What I would say is that you'll notice. I do think that again, a lot of people will highlight specific ones from Tennant's era, which absolutely should be talked about, is fantastic. But I feel like that overall, this era for Murray Gold, he changes so much from the first era to the second era. It's seamless. Like it makes it's so good. I think it's great. Amelia Pond
didn't piss me off once.
No,
she's very going along with it.
Mm-hmm.
She can kind of at the end saw a bit of banter.
Yeah,
bit of playfulness. Gorgeous. I would happily have her as the next companion.
I'd happily have her as a wife. No, but yeah, I get what you mean. She's great. I think again with the storytelling is that they don't. What's good about it, she's intertwined with this Doctor already, so it's not like the Doctor comes along and just finds her and picks him up. Her story is intertwined with his, and now they're just going forward with it. I think that's why this works so well so far, as with the way they're going. Again, it's the young girl. That's her, I think, niece or little cousin.
Really?
Yeah, that's her niece.
Is she actually Scottish in real life?
Yes, so Karen Gillan is, yes. And so it's obviously her
right.
niece or cousin or something like that. So they're related. But again, it's, I don't know. Everything about it, I think that, I don't want to big up this season too much, but I think this season's written so well that it just gets better and more, like it gets better as it goes along, and then you sort of makes you think about things going back and stuff like that. I do think that, but
to be fair, it's nice to feel happy and laugh at it for once.
Well,
instead of feeling heartbroken.
Well, the thing about it, right, is that you've changed companion each time, And now this is time where you're changing Doctor and Companion. And this time they're like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Whereas before, you know it. So, but yeah. What else is there? Rory! What do you think of Rory?
He's not good enough for
You can't say that. It should have been me!
Yeah, no, he was just in shock. Seemed like a decent guy, nice guy.
Yeah, keep going. Okay.
Bit of a fanny. As in, like, when that doctor was giving him lip, like, should have just hit her.
Oh God! Whoa! She's a medical practitioner that only at that point is like, I only learn things a certain way, even though you need to adapt these sort of things. Still, it's she hasn't seen the proof, he has. So,
yeah, and he should have showed her.
Yeah, of course, but you
and
know,
if she weren't listening, slap the bitch.
Okay. So apart from assaulting a woman, what else could Rory have done?
I just went home like a good boy.
So you think Rory should have a bit of a backbone? First, he should have a bit of a backbone. You also think he doesn't deserve Amy. Was there anything redeeming about Rory?
He just seemed like a nice guy, to be fair. Perplexed about what's going on.
Yeah.
Quite funny the way he just kept asking himself questions.
Yeah.
And no one was answering it.
Yeah, exactly. The absurdity of all he's
Yeah.
saying out loud and just everyone just carrying on. Yeah, okay, yeah. Rory's a good dude.
No.
As for Jeff in his room, watching porn, that's very, very racy that the doctor's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the doctor's saying it, then...
Yeah, because he's seen some things, man.
Yeah, he's hot.
Yeah, so hot.
He's
Oh
hot.
my god, you should see him wear a shirt. Fucking hell. What a dude. What a dude.
Yeah. Another good guy.
Yeah, I mean...
Didn't question the doctor, did we?
Exactly. Everyone just sort of fell in line quite well, other than Amelia, who literally had, at both times, had him handcuffed and then his fucking tie in the door.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so Prisoner Zero. Concept of of the alien itself, sorry.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Cool concept because it wasn't so hard hitting and it was kind of easy to follow. You know, it's an alien that escaped from prison and then was like using people in comas or putting people in comas to use them to form into them. It wasn't that hard to follow. It was a good design,
exactly.
good idea.
Exactly. It wasn't hard to follow because he said it from the start. They need a live feed, and that's what it was. And then when it showed you straight away people in comas as a live feed. So, again, having Olivia Colman in at this, again thinking about it, having Olivia Colman in at this point. This is before her. She just, don't get me wrong, she's an artist herself, so she'll do whatever the fuck she wants even now. But this is before obviously she took off and she won the Oscar, and then after that everyone was like, "What?
She won an Oscar?
She won an Oscar for she won an Oscar
for what?
I can't remember what it was for. It was to do with it was like a monarchy film.
The Crown.
No, that's a TV show.
Ain't she
but
in
she
that?
was in The Crown as well. So
I literally only know it from Peep Show.
Yeah. Which again, if you haven't watched Peep Show, watch Peep Show. The downfall of her character is so fucking good. But yeah, also just watch Peep Show because it's fantastic. But yeah, but like it's having her in just for like this small little part. It's great. Like seeing like just what's good about this show is that you see people as you go along. That's like, oh shit, you were somewhat known, but then your career actually like takes off quite a bit. So like again, even with like this, Arthur Darvill, who plays Rory, his career took off. Not saying that as big as the other two or the other people in the show, but he still took off. He was part of what was that show with it was like DC. It was a DC show where like they traveled time and stuff like that. And he basically was the American version of the Doctor.
Oh,
he
right.
traveled time and he was like it was a whole thing. So yeah, but he did that. But you'll see as you go through a lot of people as you go on, like, oh shit, you did this, you did this, you did this. Like, yeah. Okay, so obviously we talked about the start with the crashing. I like the expansion of the TARDIS as well. Like before, you speed, this was just this room. Now the TARDIS is like, oh, we got a library and a swim pool, and I'll swim up somewhere. Again, that's something that's what I like about Moffat's one, is that he's made whatever that we thought was smaller, has made it so much bigger. He does that. He himself is just a whimsical thought guy. He's just like, oh, that's weird. I'll put that in there.
Oh, Moffat, wrong.
Absolutely. No, I'll take that schlong all day if he comes back, mate. What else is there? The intro to do with the eventual fish fingers and custard. So he's obviously that line was like, "Well, you're Scottish. Farm me something."
That was funny.
So good, but again, that's a fun thing where it's introducing you back into the character, like introduced to the character, but then showing you how different it is. Again, new mouth, new rules, sort of thing. Kissogram, yeah, stripper, pretty much. Trying to go through it all in my head, even though
Save
we've
the
just
world
watched it.
with no TARDIS,
no
screwdriver.
Who the man?
God. Sure, I didn't even cringe at that.
No, yeah, quite funny. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that again. New Sonic.
Yeah, that was cool.
What do you think of the look of just a brief look at that Sonic, it being green? Obviously, we're partial to green, but
I'm not actually sure about it being green.
Yeah, well, I think with time we'll see as more you see of it, because that was just a brief little sort of thing. And again, I love that when he's like, "Thanks, dear," just sort of say thank you. It's again,
I think it'd look great with purple.
Yeah, I think but like that would just create like a Mace Windu sort of like, oh no. You must have seen the meme of like Samuel Jackson asking George Lucas for his purple lightsaber.
Yes.
Could it be purple? It could be purple. Yeah, I think it could be any sort of color. I do think so.
To be fair, it probably could be anything.
Like
well, maybe it's just
pink.
a change. Yeah, I could see that as well.
Yeah, like a black sonic screwdriver, but it's hot pink. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it's a change of it again. I like how everything changes around you, but you're looking at the Sonic going, "That's too fucking much." You hear me? Too much.
I'll probably just get used to it. Just used to it being blue.
Okay, so obviously we've the crack in the skin of the universe. Doesn't the Doctor doesn't know?
Doesn't know how it happened.
Well, that's what's happening. It was like, don't you know how it happened?
They didn't say what.
Yeah. Do you remember what else?
They said silence will fall.
So she says, what did she say? She said, I think that along the lines of, the Pandorica will open and silence will fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that we're just going to have to follow through. They'll drop it here and there throughout the whole season, and then at the end there'll be some huge thing.
But what's good about, what I will say is that I like with RTD, he would do it here and there, and he'll be like, Mr. Saxon, thanks you for your help, or it'll be, I shall name it Torchwood here, or little things like that. Even with season 4, it was to do with the lost planets and stuff like that. He peppered it in that sort of way. I will say, Moffat it's peppered, but it's done where it's integral to the story. So if that's the best way to put it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much else to talk about. Overall, you're happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
You enjoyed that first episode
Yep.
of the new run, and okay, well, this has just made my life a lot easier.
Yeah.
I wonder what the people are going to be like in the comments, who will be like,
hopefully they're happy with me.
yeah, maybe if they've gone this far, maybe not with the real horrible comment about smacking a bitch. but they might be happy with your reaction, maybe, yeah.
Forgot I said that.
Yeah. Yeah. But overall, we enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Alright, okay, guys. Well, he's enjoyed it. Huzzah. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please like the video. Comment down below what you think of this episode. What do you think of it when it first came out? What do you think about the changes? What was your favourite change? What was your least favourite change? I.e. with the Sonic, with the TARDIS, with the interior and the exterior, with the music, with the logo, extra everything. Let me know. What do you think of Matt Smith's first performance, his outing, Karen Gillan, Arthur, all these sort of stuff. comment down below. And obviously spoiler free and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, let us know in the comments. If you like these types of videos, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get a notification every time I upload. Bunch of other videos around here to me and other people. Obviously I do this with him every 2 weeks on a Saturday. I also do them Doctor Who by myself. I did Shooty's first 2 seasons and his specials. I also do Marvel reactions. I have done since Moon Knight. Most recently was Ironheart. And coming up I'll be doing all their future projects as well. I think there's a special coming up as well. I also did the films, Phase 1 to 3, the Infinity Saga. I did those with my mate Josh. I also do Star Wars. I have done since Obi-Wan Kenobi. Currently doing, I think at the moment, still weekly reactions of the Bad Batch. Recently I did Andor Season 2. Coming up I'll be doing Ahsoka Season 2. I also did do DC reactions. I did... what did I do? I did Creature Commandos and The Penguin. Coming up, I'll either be already doing or coming up I'll be doing Peacemaker Season 2. Did Last of Us Season 2. Coming up I'll be doing Fallout Season 2, Rings of Power Season 3, House of the Dragon Season 3, The Boys Season 5, Gen V Season 2, etc, etc. So if anything like that sounds like it takes your fancy, guys, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. But thank you again for watching, and we'll see you out there.
Oh, that's not right, because look, I'm pointing right at it in my field of view. Right. And now I'm pointing above my head at this point.
That's fine. It's good to know that new Doctor, new season, still shit at pointing. Still shit at pointing.
It's like an optical, because I'm pointing up